Welcome to TBCN Unplugged. My name is John, and I am here with JJ, Jeremiah Johnson.
Just like the movie, and no, never was a bullfrog. Growing up, my dad worked for Radio Shack. And one of the things that my dad had access to video cameras and VCRs. So right from the start, my dad said, let's see what he can do. So I'm playing with these things, and I'm already starting to learn about camera lenses. I'm learning about zoom. I'm learning about focus. I'm learning about white balance. And I'm learning about play record.
And you're how old?
I'm 3 years old.
Oh, Jesus.
I was selling cameras at Best Buy. And I was not going to let my career end because of budget cuts. So I was determined to stay in television production. I was going to do everything and anything I had to do to stay in it. So while I'm looking for other work, I'm doing freelance work on the side. I'm teaching at St. Petersburg College. I taught survey digital video, which is the introduction to television. And then I taught basic camera, and I taught basic nonlinear editing. One day while selling cameras at Best Buy, a guy comes in and he's asking me about a camera and that he wants to produce YouTube videos. So I was like, okay.
YouTube killed the public access star.
It really did.
It really did.
That was one of the big driving focuses that the commission used to be able to say that they didn't need public access anymore, was that YouTube was available.
I couldn't say we disagreed with them. Not that we wanted to go away, but
it was a hard fight.
It was, yeah.
You know, and ultimately we lost. While I was there and selling this camera to this guy, I was asking him questions to determine what would be the best camera to put in his hands. And me asking these questions and his answers, and then me asking further questions and then his answers. He goes, you really know what you're talking about. What are you doing here? Mm-hmm. So I gave him a little bit of my background. And he goes, well, would you want to come work for me? And I said, well, who are you? He says, I'm Jack Hartmann. Who's Jack Hartmann? He's Elvis to kindergarten
Elvis to kids.
And preschool teachers and kids. Is unreal, the following that he had. And I said, okay. He had one DVD, and he was actually coming out with his second DVD, and that was the first job I did for him, was to make the album cover.
Oh, so he wasn't even doing videos so much yet.
He really wasn't. Wow. And that's why he was there, is that he wanted to try and step that up. But Jack was the ultimate professional. He wasn't going to do anything, you know, subpar.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's do a video. And I said, okay. And the video was The Reasons I Teach was the name of the song.
Okay.
And it was a song for preschool and kindergarten, first grade kind of age group of just all the reasons why they decided to be a teacher and why they wanted to be in a classroom teaching at this age group and stuff. It's a very sentimental song, and it's one that they like to play at the end of the year when everything's kind of closing up. So that's the first video we do. And he goes, one of the goals that I have for you, I want to reach 1 million views on YouTube. I said, awesome.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And I mean, this is very early YouTube. Well, he goes, if we can get 1 million views and 10% of those people buy my CDs, I'm like, that's $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So, okay, let's do this. So we pick one of his popular songs, 5 Little Fish. And we go out onto the beach in Indian Rocks, and we shoot this music video for 5 Little Fish. And I shoot it like a music video. I've got a boom box out there with us. I've got a CD in, I'm playing it, and I'm making him lip sync to his own song. And we did 100 takes, I swear. I made him do it again and again and again. And he wasn't unfamiliar with that process because he had worked with keyframes. Yeah. So he's like, I know that, but I was so meticulous that I wanted this 1 million views. So I go back and I make sure that I have basically 4 different camera angles. It was all one camera. It was just me shooting it. But I shot it multiple times, you know, wide, medium, tight, high angle, low angle, right up on the strings, string close, all these things that would make a great music video. And I edit this thing together, and I'm editing on the beat. And oh man, I was so proud of this. And I show it to Jack, and he goes, I can't use that. I was like, huh? And he's like, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. I can't use it. I said, why? And he's like, because the song, the focus about it is the finger play to teach children how to count to 5.
Oh.
And the focus was on him as a musician. Big eye opener for me. So re-edit. Loves it. His wife was a former kindergarten teacher. She would go watch and approve all of our content. She loves it. So we put it up there. Jack Hartmann, 5 Little Fish. And we're like, here comes 1 million views. 50? 100? Why isn't it doing anything? This is Jack Hartmann. This is Elvis for little kids.
And this is back when there wasn't a lot on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2012 or something?
Oh, 2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Early
it was
YouTube.
very early YouTube. And we go about 4 years trying for that 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different songs we're trying for 1 million views. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. We're doing very strong. We had a great year in CD sales. And then the housing bubble kind of happened in 2009, 10, 2012, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And
it hurt sales. Everybody felt it, and it dropped. So the pressure became even greater to get that 1 million views. And there was some friction there all along, creative friction, which I think made us all better. But that creative friction was also about, why aren't we hitting those 1 million views when we have all these great songs and we have Jack Hartmann's name? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything about YouTube. So I really, really went.
You got to learn
guerrilla.
your SEO. Yeah.
I really went guerrilla, and I just started watching the analytics, and I tried to learn anything and everything that I could. And one, like, an epiphany hit. And I either saw a video or I just had been thinking about it long enough. I don't remember what it really was, but I was like, you find videos on YouTube by asking for what you're looking for. So that's kind of where the epiphany came out. And I was like, I want to use probably your most popular song, which was one of 3, 5 Little Fish, Hip Hop Tootie Ta, or Let's Get Fit, Count to 100.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to do Let's Get Fit, Count to 100.
Yeah.
And what I did was I approached it as a search engine. And I hit it with Jack Hartmann, Count to 100. And then in the description, Count to 100. Jack teaches all the kids how to count from 1 to 100 by 1. This is a brain break video. I was putting every kind of keyword that I could think of, but I focused again and again and again on the phrase count to 100. And then at the bottom of it, I put in the lyrics to the song, which repeatedly says count to 100, count to 100, count to 100. Put it out there. Starts to move, starts to shake. And all along, when the CD sales were dropping and everything else like that, his wife was kind of hesitant to really push these things on YouTube. She didn't want me to use this song because why were we going to give away their top seller?
He's
Free.
concerned about not selling DVDs.
She was.
Yeah.
CDs. She was very concerned about it. And I said, in today's model, pirating television and pirating music was huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Napster was done and gone, but LimeWire, you know, things like that were still in existence. So people were just downloading their music and sharing it all the time. I'm like, it's already out there. We can't stop that. We need to learn how to make money off of free. So when I chose that song and was very determined to get it, they were able to start to see the vision that I had.
Okay.
So I put it up there. I put all those count to 100s in, and the video starts to grow. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000.
Over what period of time?
Probably months.
Okay.
Right? So as 12 months comes around, we're 900 and something thousand. We're like, it's coming. Here it is. Here it is. And I can't express how happy and excited I was the first time I got 1 million views on YouTube. And I was like, I've got this figured out. You know, I created the custom thumbnail.
Can we get a million views on this podcast?
I don't know. There's definitely a formula to it. There's definitely
all right, we're going to work on that.
A driving force behind it. And the algorithm changes, so you have to subtly adjust and adapt with it. But the audience matters too. Yeah. Replayability and shareability are huge when it comes to making those numbers. So yeah, it got it. And then all of a sudden we started noticing that, okay, that was right at the end of the school year. And it went boom. The next year when the school year started up, gangbusters. We were getting about 600,000 views a month on this one song. We were doing over 1 million views every 2 months. 4 years we struggled to hit 1 million, and now every 2 months we were doing it.
And once you get that million, the other videos start hitting too.
And the formula that I was using, and I just kept using it and using it and using it. Count by 5, count by 10. I can't name them enough, and it was just the formula and the process. Trust in that process. Do what you got to do, and it will work. Not every niche is going to be able to generate that. Yeah. But that niche can. I'm pretty sure, I haven't looked. I know it's over 100 million views now, but I want to say it's approaching 130 million. Yeah. Wow. You get better and you will get paid more. Yeah. And if you slack off, then they pay less. So it's always in flux. Yeah. By the time I left, I had 12 different videos over 1 million views.
That's great.
And yeah, it was beyond anything that I ever would have imagined. And then I made my own viral video where I had 2 alligators, that happened to come out onto a fight right in front of our office. And I had been watching these alligators grow from the time they were about a foot. And I was like, well, if I can do a viral video there, I think I can do a viral video fast with something like this, because highly shareable.
I remember
highly shareable. So I said, well, how do I get that? I'm like, I need to get it in front of a lot of eyeballs. So I sent it to all the different news stations. That's where I screwed up.
Oh.
People
stole it, huh?
Instead of linking and showing my video, they downloaded and put it on their own social media channels. So they got my views. And recently it went viral again. About 2 years ago, everybody started doing YouTube shorts and Instagram reels and Facebook stories and things like that. And people just downloaded my video. Did it end up on ridiculousness? I think maybe. I mean, it's been on all kinds of stuff. It's insane. And I made, everybody says, you get a viral video, you made, you got it, all these great things. I made $200 on that video. Man. That's all I've ever made off of it. Wow. So, and
lesson learned.
One of the things that's really strange is Michael Rappaport, the actor, been in a lot of different things. I like him as an actor and whatnot. He actually downloaded the video and put it on his TikTok, and he put up some voiceover over the top of it. So it's fair use. I can't stop it. Yeah. But I did contact him and said, hey, I'm the original videographer. Can we work something out? Never heard from him.
Oh, man.
So other people I've asked, they've at least credited me. Yeah. And said, hey, here's the original, so it's been nice that way. But he was definitely the biggest name. And he had 2.9 million views at the last I looked on his TikTok of my video. So
we got to steal it back.
What's my copyright? It's not stealing back.
We would love for you to look at our YouTube page and see how we can, maybe generate a little bit. And I want to thank you for stopping
Always
by.
A good time, John.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Community Network offers media training, editing services, and resources to bring your ideas to life. Visit tbcn.org to learn more and check out our content on YouTube at Tampa Bay Community Network. And I want to thank Jeremiah Johnson, just like the movie, and no, he never was a bullfrog. Got it?
That's correct.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.